Hi, my name is Connor Stark, and I am a sophomore in technology education at Montana State University. And this is my story of how I came before and after I came to know Christ. And I grew up a pretty lonely kid. Actually, moved around a fair bit with my family around the country, and it just brought on a lot of loneliness. And I in in high school, I started to really realize that I was alone, and I'd try to fix myself, like make myself a better person, so that people would want to be around me. And I searched for people who cared about me and actually wanted to hang around and be my friends instead of just when it was convenient for them. I kept searching, and I just kind of hung out with all kinds of different people. But what I didn't realize is they could never fulfill those desires I had for someone who just basically would utterly know me and spend time with me always. And I kept searching because I knew I was missing something. Something just wasn't right. I also grew up going to church with my family, and I heard this thing called the gospel, and you know, the about how God loved us, you know, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, kind of stuff. But I never, at that time growing up, I never grasped how much God truly loved us, and that He would actually send down His Son to die for us because of how broken we were, and He just wanted to draw us back to Him. And I finally learned that my freshman year here at Montana State. It was a spring break trip with this group called Crew to Portland, and that was when I first experienced a Christian community, people who just cared about one another, who wanted to get to know each other. They invited them to do things with each other, and when I got to see that, I was like, that was what I have been searching for. This is what I want. And then it made me wonder, where is this coming from? Because everyone else I've met had never displayed this toward me, and so kind of made the connection between this gospel that I heard growing up but never understood, and people actually acting it out. And so that was real life-changing for me, and that was when I accepted this gift God had given us, and became a Christian, I would say. And it completely changed my life. It made me into a person who's a leader. I always felt like growing up like a black sheep, that nobody wanted me around, and I wanted nothing to do. You know, I was just always following others. And now God's been putting me in these positions of where others are looking up to me and asking me for advice, and, you know, just being a part of this community, which has been absolutely amazing. And so this has been my story about how I went from being alone to being a part of a community in God's love.